How's it going, guys? My name is Top Secret R35 and welcome back to another episode of the MK1 Rabbit project that we have over here. So after about 5 weeks, the car has finally come back from epoxy priming and sandblasting, and it looks flippin' awesome. It's so nice to have the car in one color. So without delaying, it's winter now, so that's why you're probably hearing a whirring sound. It's coming from the garage heater. But I want to work through the winter. I want to get going on this damn thing. Today we're going to do one of the first projects, and that's cutting out the spare wheel well and raising it up. So you guys can just take a look while I'm showing you what's the plan of how flippin' awesome this looks. The guys here at Brighton Sandblasting here in Minnesota did a fantastic job. If you guys ever need a car Glass-Bead blasted and epoxy primed. So the first thing I need to do is vacuum up all the glass that's left behind. It's not too much, but I want to get rid of that, and just there's also a little bit of like fabric in between the sills and stuff like that. I think it's sound deadening, so I'm going to get rid of all of that. And then also I want to modify the rotisserie. There's just the legs are slightly too long. It makes it more difficult to jack the car up. So I'm going to start off with those two tasks, and then we're going to tackle the spare wheel well. I'm going to raise it all the way up so it's going to be flush with the car. Apparently that thing, according to my dad, causes a lot of turbulence. Alright guys, so this is the first time that we are seeing the underbody here, and holy crap, like I said, it gives you this false illusion that it's not as bad as it is, because this looks flippin' amazing, man. It looks like I don't even have to replace these floorboards, even though I've already bought them, so I'm going to. Obviously the place where there's like literal holes going through the body is going to be replaced regardless, so that's cool. But anyway, back to the task at hand. So this is my plan. I'm going to cut out the bottom. I'm going to try to keep that lip because I might be able to weld to that lip to give it some extra body. So I'm going to do that. And then from the inside of the car, I'm going to cut it over there. And then we're going to make a replacement patch to fix the circle and then weld the whole thing in onto the top. And then, yeah, that's pretty much done. But boy, this looks flipping awesome. I am so happy with this. Nah, those guys really did a good job, eh? Alright guys, so this is where we are, right? Here is like a subframe structure. What we need to do is to get the wheel well sitting flush with this over here. So we're not going to remove the entire wheel well. As long as it's sitting flush with this, the air will then come hit here and then go out the back. Obviously, like I said earlier on, we're going to take this out eventually too. So yeah, we got that piece out. Got it out as neat as I could. I still have to trim off a couple of edges here. That saw is not as accurate as what I could do with a grinder. So what I'm going to do now, make a mark here right under these spot welds, see where that is in relation to this, and then with the grinder, go on the same line all the way around. It's going to take me much longer, but at least I know I'm not going to veer off course here and mess this thing up. So yeah, let's see how that goes. And by the way, check how cool that looks, huh? Flippin' awesome, man. So I've got a line from my test point over there on the inside all the way around. So this is going to take quite a bit of grinding, but I'm going to be very, very patient. And we're going to go through this entire thing. I'm going to hopefully cut this thing out completely straight and flush so I can weld in the spare wheel well again. That's a bit higher and in line with the frame over here. All right, let's do it.
Many months later.
Alright guys, so little update. I was going to use the spare wheel that was originally in the car, and that's this one over here, but it doesn't really fit as the wheel well tapers, and I wasn't quite sure about that. And it looks like crap and it's all rusty, so we're going to take this thing, we're going to throw it in the trash, and I had one custom made to the right size. So I am a little bit upset and frustrated as it's a bit warped, probably because of these strengthening pieces here in the middle. But anyway, I'm going to weld it in, we're going to push it into place. It's going to look flippin' awesome. So that's where we're at. So I've got a couple of tack welds in the front and in the back here, and then I'm using these magnets to keep it in place. And obviously I'm still going to be putting like a under seal on and stuff like that, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm trying to make this as flat as possible. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for now, and it's going to take me a long time. I don't know, maybe even in the course of 2 days, because I want to entirely seal this whole place up. So yeah, I'm just going to do like a super cut or something like that. Alright guys, I think that I am done actually. After I tacked everywhere, I actually just ran a couple of beads and this thing is completely solid. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. Now remember, this isn't absolutely necessary, but I thought, you know, why not? I'd had to replace that stupid spare wheel well anyway. This car's not going to be doing 200 miles per hour, so the aerodynamics isn't quite worth it. But at the same time, I'm happy that I did it. So I do want to tell you guys, just be sure to use the correct settings that is inside here. And yeah, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Something a bit different other than GTA. And yeah, we got some good progress on this car. We're going to make a couple more videos soon. Maybe make a video on taking this thing out and replacing that. And then it's the floors. And pretty much the body is, you know, it's on the way. Well, peace. I'll see you guys next time.